What is going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody had a good day. But we are jamming. We're already in a trade. We're holding a little bit of drawdown, but we are in a trade. I hope everybody had a good day. But we've got some figuring out to do here. We're going to decide what we're going to do here with this trade that we're in right now. We did hold through market switchover, which wasn't really a big deal, but we did hold through market switchover. I'm not typically a fan of that, but we did just based off what the chart was doing. So here's where we're at right now. Here's where we're at. We took shorts down here, thinking this was going to come down when we were below the EMA ribbon. We had a nice retest with a big long wick, thinking this was coming down more. However, we came back up to retest the EMA and the fair value gap right here on the 4 hour. So we're waiting to see if this 4 hour rejects with the new hour coming in. The new hour looks like it could potentially be bearish and come back down. That's what we're waiting on right now. Jean-Pierre, what's going on? How are you? Now, I don't mean to scare everybody, but I am going to show my P&L. That is a real P&L. So, yes, we're in some drawdown. Roughly 11 pips. So we are 11 pips in drawdown right now. We do have some news tonight. We have AUD news tonight coming in at 9:30, just employment and unemployment. So, what's up, Jose? How you doing, man? I still think our trade, one of the trades we looked at last night, GBP, JPY, still looks good for a sell. It's in a strong downtrend. And EuroCAD as well, another trade we looked at yesterday. We did take profit on our trade from the stream the other day, though. So, we did take profit on our stream from yesterday. But I do think this is a completely viable solution, or option, I should say here. We did take profit yesterday, though. We had a really good day yesterday. Yesterday was a good one. This whole week has been really good. We are currently up like over 75. We might actually be at 100 pips. So again, these are the trades that we're looking at. We're not in these. This is another trade that we're looking at. But I am still holding the Euro CHF trade right here. And again, we're not holding that many pips of drawdown. We're only in 11 pips of drawdown. We did just get the new hour. The past 3 hours did close bearish, which leads me to believe that this 4 hour candle here may come back down. It's a big wick, but it could come back down, especially with this massive fair value gap here. And on the day chart, there's a huge fair value gap there. That is a massive resistance. You also have what could be considered a head and shoulders pattern on the day chart here. Which, oh boy, that was an ugly line. Which means we would need to see this come back down to here before it goes back up to there to finish it off. So there's a couple reasons I stayed in this trade, but those are going to be the main ones. That's the day chart. That's the 4 hour. And this is the 1 hour that presumably will come back into zone here. because our break and retest was this area right here. It broke through here. We're retesting up here. Originally, we thought the retest was here. It did climb up a little further to this fair value gap, which is fine. But the goal is that it comes back down this way. There's not much volume on this pair yet either, so it's not going to move a ton. But this is what we're looking at right now. So you've got that chart. You've got GBP, JPY. Done that twice now. And you've got EuroCAD. We're also going to look at some other charts here. But GJ has the most volume. Euro AUD. Don't love that chart at all. Euro JPY. This could be a retest to come back down, or it could be a reversal for it to come back up into this zone. AUD JPY has been consolidating down here for quite some time. Nothing really to see there. I don't really like AUD NZD either. This is a pretty strong consolidation square right here. I mean, and that's been like that for 5 days. 5 days of really consolidating. You could call this another zone down here, surely. This would be a smaller zone down here. But again, we're kind of in limbo on this chart. I wouldn't really touch it, so I'm going to unflag it. NZD USD, just in a straight downtrend. The dollar has just been dominating over the past week. So we're going to see the charts reflect that. NZD being the primary pair. It's going to be coming down. Euro GBP looks like did end up rejecting this area we talked about yesterday. This is a year-long stretch, I believe. 357, 58 days of not breaking below here. And I can move it down a little more, but not breaking below there. So it tried to. Not a chance. It rejected it again. So we'll still keep that as a possible buy for later. GBP CAD, really nothing to see here. You can see it looks like it may be forming a double top or coming to a strong resistance. We do have lower highs, barely lower, but they are lower highs. The lows are higher though on the 4 hour. So this one's hard to judge. I would stay away from this chart tonight. Definitely not one that I'm going to go over. GBP AUD, strong resistance. Strong resistance at the top up here. As you can see, 1, 2, 3. We've been rejecting this for 73 days. So for it to go above that would be a pretty big deal. But yeah, that's where that's at. I would take sells there, but I'm not fully in those yet. I don't necessarily. EuroCAD definitely looks like a sell to me. We're going to keep that chart there. I like the EuroCAD. Euro USD has been falling off the face of the earth for the past, like, 20 days. There's really no telling where the bottom is, and that's why we won't be touching it. I'd like to see a little bit more... know a little bit more, at least see a bottom. Same with USD CHF. Again, all these USD pairs, USD JPY is coming to a almost 13-month high. It's 725 days. So we'll see what happens there. I'm expecting a reversal just on the technical analysis side, but again, we don't want to be the guinea pigs there. I'm not getting involved with it before we saw something happen. What's up, Adele? How you doing today, man? AUD USD. This was another trade we took this week. Still in profit and moving down. You're like 45 pips in profit. It was as much as 58. We probably won't touch this trade. Let me probably just delete all this. We won't touch this trade again until next week, most likely. Yeah, USD went down. CHF JPY, really nothing to see, just a downtrend. Major consolidation here on the AUD CHF chart here. But again, we wouldn't take anything AUD tonight because AUD has employment change and unemployment rate at 9:30. So we wouldn't really touch that. Not something I would get into. The rest of these charts, kind of the same thing. I'm really just not seeing much on them. But like I said, we are already in a trade. Fortunately, it's the one with the least amount of volume right now. Which means it's going to be slow moving. But this is the trade we're in. We're currently holding 12 pips. We're holding 12 pips. Pips of drawdown. And I don't see us getting too much volume coming in here anytime soon. It's probably going to be about an hour before we get some sort of volume. But this is where we're at right now. Fuck it, I'll put it. That's where we're at right now, boys. So, like I said, we're holding a bit of drawdown. 12 pips. And I realize it looks like a lot, and that's because it is a lot of money. So, but it's only 12 pips. So, it just depends on your account size. And if that's a problem, I'll just put the small account up. But I know people love seeing the big profits, but they never like seeing the big drawdown. Not even really big drawdown, like I said, 12 pips, but it's drawdown none the least. But GJ is looking pretty solid, like breaking and retesting. It's following a really nice trend to eventually break this low. It's like 212,500. That's where we want to see it break to hopefully come down to here. So if you are not in this trade that we're holding right now, this is certainly one that you can look at. GBP AUD sells don't look terrible either. 4 hours got a ton of room to come down. So after that wick, I mean, you got 61 pips for this double top. The day, it just a massive just hammer up here. The day may come up and wick still. It may still come up and create a wick for another 35 pips. But realistically, you're looking at 100 plus pip come down over the next day to 2 days. Unless it continues on this uptrend. Which again has been broken since 73 days ago. Strong resistance there. EuroCAD still does look good. It rejected the EMA ribbon pretty hard on the day there, but on the 4 hour it came back under it. I wouldn't have a problem taking these sells. Euro GBP, again, we talked about the support, and AUD USD is just all the way down there. We're going to unflag that one. But Euro CHF is what we're watching today. And it is amazing what the minutes have done. So this was market switchover too. So market switchover came back down to entry. Which means there is some downward pressure. I think the main downward pressure is coming from this 4 hour fair value gap as well as the 1 day fair value gap. This also has room to retest this EMA. It has not touched it yet. And like we talked about earlier, the head and shoulders, the possible head and shoulders, with this being the head and that being realistically what this looks like. And with that being what this looks like, we could hopefully see this down here. Again, we took this trade earlier today when we thought this was the rejection right here. So it is what it is. Drawdown happens, guys. Just being honest. I think GJ is going to drop pretty heavily, though. We'll see. This could be the start of a reversal to go back that way. But I'm thinking it's going to retest this low and come back down this way. All the technicals are a sell. Strong sell even on some of them. But those spots right there are key. We need to see those broken. I gotta change shirts real quick, guys. It's hot in here. Give me 1 second. One second. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to change. It was hot in here. I don't know if we're going to see much this evening. There is some decent volume, though. If you are looking to get into a trade, I would highly suggest GBP AUD. Waiting to at least get the rejection here. Because the rejection on this is coming down. But AUD does have news, like we pointed out. And this is all buy signals. At 9:30. Just interested to see what this does right here. I know like the 5 minutes not even really giving us much. Holding 11.8 pips of drawdown. And as we get into this market too, the spreads are going to tighten up a little more. They're a little loose right now. But yeah, you guys know what I'm at. Even my small account's not doing too hot. Well, just because of this trade. Just holding $469. Sorry about that. See if we could do that here. See if that works. Nah, because it's looking at that one. Very slow moving tonight, though. About to get a new... No, we got 3 minutes until we get a new 5-minute candle. We did break below on the 5-minute, which is a good sign. Just no movement right now. All right, there's our new 5 here. We getting any movement on the 1? Just kind of stale. Pretty stale right now. This one typically gets some volume relatively soon too on the Asian session. It's just not really bringing any in right now. I think the majority of these moves are going to be made coming into London, to be quite honest with you guys. But we'll stick around and watch it for a little bit, you know? Oh, nice, Jose. You watched it? I appreciate that. Shout out to Adele for the video editing. It's a long video. Yeah, you got it, man. Showing up every day is half the battle, you know? Just showing up, getting out of bed, getting on stream, learning, watching videos. That's more than half the battle, in my opinion. It's so slow right now, it's unreal. Can't only go live for the good streams, though. You gotta show the drawdown, too. And we've had a lot of good ones this week. But you gotta show both. The volume's really only coming in by the hundreds, too, not the thousands. Which is going to make this process a slightly bit slower. The timestamps look a lot better, Adele. You're right. There was too many. This one's going to hurt the video analytics, I promise that, but hey, I'd rather be truthful. Wasn't meant to be personal at all. I promise you it wasn't. Just meant to help. That was it. I promise. These wicks are just very confusing. I understand it was market switchover, but that means there is selling pressure coming from somewhere. It's there. Thanks, Jose. I appreciate that. Honestly, I just filmed it. Adele made the whole script and everything. So, shout out to Adele. We'll see how many people show up tonight, though, with this big number on the screen. It's funny how people only scroll and look around for winners. It's like, yeah, I get it, guys. It's not a winner in the moment. Not at this very second. That's just the way it is sometimes. You hold a little bit of fucking drawdown. What are you holding exactly right now? 11.7 pips. Should have leave that up. If you're just joining us, welcome, guys. Make sure you like the stream and subscribe. Try to go live 5 days a week, sometimes 4, sometimes 3, but try to go live as often as I can. If you're just starting out on trading and you need to learn some stuff, check out my YouTube channel. I got a lot of good videos on there. I like the rejection though here on the 15 of all these candles right here. It really is a small little break of structure. It came down, now it's consolidating below the fair value gap here, and we should see it move down. We may not. It's times like this too where you gotta dig deep. You know what I mean? Like people don't realize it, but you go full into this, right? You go full into this with a lot of money. This is a $343,000 account. We've had a really good week. In for 200 lots. You gotta dig deep within yourself when this is in drawdown, brother. It's not as easy as most people think. But we're still here smiling. I mean, it doesn't change. The emotional aspect doesn't change. You know what does change? The views on the screen, because nobody wants to see drawdown. You know you order Uber Eats too much when it offers you Taco Bell promotions at the exact time you normally order Taco Bell. I did the math. I'm spending about $400 to $500 a fucking week on a lot of money a week on Uber Eats. So Taylor went grocery shopping today. I actually came with her. And we might actually make some food at home for once. And Gozy, what's up, man? How are you? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day, brother. It really is amazing, though. It just shows how many people are not ready to be traders. But how many people just log off or swipe by? Like, we normally have, obviously, way more views right now. But people aren't ready to see this reality. I truly believe that. I mean, I know a lot of people that have over leveraged themselves and stuff and held drawdown beyond what their account could. Shit, I've done it when I was younger, 7, 8 years ago. But hey, Daniel, what's up, man? How are you? Oh man, you haven't been trading the last week? Shit, man. Good to see you, Daniel. This week, dude. Oh man, we crushed it this week. Except for this one right now, we're holding in drawdown, but we're at do some quick math here. 41. No, there was one before that. 41 plus 23 is 64. $74, $84, $94, $98. 98 pips in profit for the week. 98 pips in profit. And again, not to beat a dead horse here, but Daniel just joined. We're only holding 12 pips right now. Not even 11.3 pips drawdown. But how you been, Daniel? You step away from the charts for a little bit or just been busy? Or both? Understandable. I get it. Are we actually getting movement finally? Well, glad to have you back, Daniel. See if this works too. Nice, it did. Just got a new 15. Not really doing anything. They're just hovering at this fair value gap right here, which is a good thing for us. GJ's looking like it's going to come down. GBP AUD looking like it's going to come down. Euro CAD looking like it's going to come down. Euro GBP, still can't really tell with this one. I haven't seen a non-news wick like that in a long time. We're in shorts on EuroCAD. We're currently holding some drawdown there. Bridget. We're currently holding 12 pips of drawdown. Yeah, 12.3 pips of drawdown. But we're shorting this off the break and retest here of this break of structure. As you can see, we had a nice break of structure here. We came back up to retest this zone. Should come down from there. We got in this trade a little early. Earlier today, to be exact. No problem. The broker shows a weird gap up too. I don't know if you guys saw that. Like the brokerage is showing a weird gap up. Gap up, and hopefully it rejects the 922. What is it looking like? 92287. 92287, which would be like right here. That's where we want it to reject. If it goes up anymore, that would be our rejection point. If it blows past that, we may look to mitigate, but I don't think so at this point. I will add my stop loss back though, the one that we took off. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Sorry. So I did add my stop loss back, guys. Now that we are not where spreads are going to go at 5 o'clock, you know what I mean? We're getting some movement here, it looks like. Not much, though. See what this next hour brings. We got 6 minutes. Let's see what this 5-minute did. Again, not much here. GJ's not really moving. GBPAUD's not really moving. EuroCAD's not really moving. Although it does look like a nice sell. Yeah, I think it is too. That's why I'm holding. If I thought that it was invalidated, I would have gotten out. But that market open on the broker's wild. Correct. That's what I'm thinking as well. You're right, Adele. It's a good observation. Oh, you will. You will soon. What do you think is stopping you? Just capital? Emotional side? What do you think is stopping you? I'm curious. The PDT rule? I don't know what that is, man. Why would... It's actually not a bad thing. I don't know if where you live has to do with it, personally. We're going to see what happens here, guys, but this market's moving too slow. So we're just going to keep an eye on this. Obviously, you have everything set. What I would do is make sure your alerts are on, but we're still going to hold this trade. Maybe, yeah, like a new beginning type thing. I feel you. Now you don't have to wait a whole day to lose money. I appreciate you guys. Obviously, slower stream, not much going on. We're holding a trade from earlier. We're holding about 12 pips drawdown, but that's where we're at right now. We're going to end it like we normally do. I appreciate you guys for showing up. Slower day, guys. Slower day. But we've had a fantastic week. Something like 98 pips, 94 pips positive this week. So good to see you guys again. We'll be back tomorrow.